I am live, I think. Am I? Is there a timer? I'm live. I'm live. Hello, kitten. Welcome. You're just in time for me to work. Hello, everyone. I am Victoria Wilder. Welcome to my home. Let's get ourselves adjusted here. Welcome to my home, Victoria Wilder, author of the Gothic Urban Fantasy Lullaby of the Lilith, as well as a bunch of other books that I did not set up today because, as usual, the girl's not prepared. If I ever come here prepared, then there's the possibility that I've been abducted, and I think you all should be aware of that. So if I come here and I'm like, I have a plan for our video, please help. Otherwise, let's do some writing today. We are doing sprints. I don't usually do them on Saturdays, so maybe we'll get a different crowd than we usually do on Wednesdays. But we will be doing writing sprints for about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half, depending on how it feels. If you've never done writing sprints before, the gist is I chat at you for a little bit, you chat back at me, and we communicate because that's the fun thing to do. And then for about 15 to 20 minutes, we will be silent and write and focus on our creations. You don't have to write, I'll be writing. You can be cooking meals, you can be, I don't know, spending 20 minutes petting your cat, you can be sewing, knitting, creating something that I didn't mention, singing songs, whatever works for you. But we'll be doing that and focusing on our art or creation for that amount of time. Josie's here. Hello, Josie. First one here, and she was early, not fashionably late. That's okay because I can be fashionably late enough for everybody, and without the fashionable part, I guess. Josie, currently I'm doing small character outlines, then I am gonna plot. Nice! Character outlines can be very fun. I love thinking about my characters in advance. And the characters that I'm working on tonight for Scourge of the Lilith, I've known them. I've had them in my head for, what year is this? Since 2011, so 9 years. Wow. And this book was not intended when I started creating Lullaby of the Lilith. I realized towards the end of that plotting and planning that this was going to be an actual series because I'd always figured, I'd have other smaller stories and shorter books and other related things in the Lilith universe, but actually having Lullaby of the Lilith be a series, that didn't come till really late in the process. So I'm hoping to do it justice. And tonight I'm working on the second book in this series, Scourge of the Lilith, or Scourge of the Lilith, depending on how you pronounce it. I don't care. But I've gotten to my first real fight scene, and I hate fight scenes. Like, I don't like them at all. I feel like I'm yelling. I'm sorry. This is the first time all day that I've been outwardly talking. Like, I've been chatting, obviously, with my partner, but like talking to be heard and to express clearly and like care that it's very clear. This is the first time, so I feel like I'm talking a little loud. So we're going to be a little quiet. I need your book so I can promote it. Well, Josie, this book is available on the internet. It is available on Amazon. It is available on my own website, bwilderathome.com. All one word, no spaces, no caps, nothing. bwilderathome. And V being the V. Please ignore my nails, or don't if you don't want to. I told you, I'm not prepared for any part of life today. But you can buy this book in a lot of places. You can also ask your library to get you a digital download or to order the book itself for you, and they should be able to do that. So if you're like in a place where you're not able to buy the book but you want to read it anyway, that is possible. Also, yeah, sometimes I give them away. I won't be telling you all the plans for the book, but I do host giveaways on occasion, and this book will be in our next giveaway package. So check out my Facebook page or sign up for my newsletter to get information about that giveaway that's coming. And I'll give you guys the newsletter link once I figure out what it is, because I don't remember. Oh, I know. I think. Yes. So this is the page where you can sign up for my newsletter, and you can also see some of the books that have been in there. I haven't updated it in a bit, but I do recommend books in my newsletter. I recommend a nonfiction book and a fiction book every single month. And I need to update this page because after the books have been recommended, usually a month after, it was supposed to be a month after, I will update it with the books. But it's starting to look like it'll just be whenever I can, which I think is better too, because if people are expecting it within a month, then, you know, they may not sign up for the newsletter to see the books in the newsletter. But I don't know, that's up to you guys. Oh, yay, Josie subscribed. So let's see, it is now 8:10, so we can start on the 15, I believe is a good time, when we'll do a 15-minute write-in. That sounds right. So if we start at the 15, that's 8:15 p.m. Eastern time, and that's whatever 15 p.m. or a.m. wherever you are. Then we will go for 15 minutes, and that means we'll be done on the 30, and then we'll talk for a bit and do a 20-minute sprint. We'll talk, let's say, until the 35 and do a 20-minute sprint. So I guess I am planning something, which, as we all know, is a sign. I don't know Morse code, so I wasn't blinking anything in particular, but if it said something, please let me know. Yay, Josie. So Josie, you are working on character outlines, and then you're going to plot. And this is all for your series, the Plague Wolf series, correct? Josie is also a writer, which, I mean, why would she be here if she wasn't? Although, like I said, you can be creating anything. But Josie is a writer, and she's got a series called the Plague Wolf series, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And she will be on my channel on April 11th and April 25th at around 5 p.m. Eastern. Correct? Yes, the Plague Wolf series. And she'll be here. You'll either see her or hear her voice on our Saturday write-in, the Plague Wolf. Yes. Let's see. We have about 3 minutes. I did not create a prompt as per usual. We're doing it. We're doing words. It's okay. Okay. And if you need a prompt, let's say there is some sort of magical energy blast that knocks the scene into something completely unexpected. How do your characters respond, or how is this dealt with? I'll try to see if I can think of a better prompt later. Okay, so I'm writing a fight scene. This is my first fight scene in this book, and I don't like writing fight scenes. I hate them. I don't hate them. I just don't think I'm very good at them, and I don't really enjoy them. I'm much more of a person-to-person, intimate scene kind of writer, and this is just, I've been putting it off for like 2 days, actually. So, write scene time it is in 60 seconds or less, because it is now 8:14. My hair is no longer dripping on me, which it was doing for about an hour. Good stuff. My braids, this isn't hair, in case you were unsure. This is yarn. And now it's dry. Now it is time to work in 10 seconds. I don't know. I'm looking at the clock, so I just see it's 8:14, but there's nothing telling me how many seconds between 8:14 and 8:15. And I've run out of interesting, fun things to say. I'm sorry. Let's do it. All right. We got this. It's going to be great. I'm not excited to write this fight scene, but I am excited to have it done. So I can move on to the next fight scene. It's time. 15 minutes on the clock, and let's write. That was 15 minutes. How did it go? Whoa, what did I just do? Oh, I added a new, I accidentally clicked to add a new file or a new page, and I thought it had deleted my page, but it didn't. We're all good. So I was able to write 223 words that time, which, nice. None of it was fighting yet. We got to a point that there was some physicality that I had to really think about and like try to visualize. So sometimes I will like just kind of try to see it before I write it out. But it's not quite fighting. It's like it's the start of the fight, though. It's like the first attack has been made, but nobody got hurt yet. So it's okay. I'm just trying to. There are some details for this fight scene that I didn't actually have planned out. There are some details like how many people will be participating in this fight, what exactly are they going to be using, what are they going to be doing, because these are, if you know anything about Lullaby of the Lilitude by now, then you know that these fights are probably happening between inhuman people, or at least powerful individuals. And so this is a fight that's happening between Lilitude and magic workers. And so I had never thought about the details. I've just been thinking about the actual physicality of the fight. But I do have to, I want to anyway, include their powers without including too much, because this is the first fight scene in the book. So I want them to still have somewhere to go after this. So I don't know. I guess they'll have sent out novices, but I don't know if that makes sense in the grand scheme of things. We'll figure it out. This is the first draft. It doesn't matter as much as it will later when I've had time to actually write the whole story out in full. So we'll see how that turns out. Let's see. It is the 32. We'll do our next write-in sprint on the 35. That's in 3 minutes. Let me know how it went for you, if you enjoyed this, if you are enjoying your process right now, or if you were able to get anything out. If you're not enjoying it, let me know that too, Let's just talk about the process. Sorry. I'm not sleepy. I'm just, a sleepy girl. I mean, it's not late. I've had plenty of sleep, and I've only been up for a few hours. But I'm a sleepy girl who kind of wants to take a nap every 3 to 4 hours. In an ideal world, I would do that, probably. Okay. I don't know where my people went. It's fine. I can talk. I was here Wednesday, and not much has changed since Wednesday in my personal life. I did play Sims on Friday. Every minute of Friday was me simming. So that was fun. Tonight I will be reading again my book. I've been doing it on my YouTube channel, just kind of when I'm able to. I want to do it frequently, but maybe not every single night, because then it starts to feel like a task or a chore, and I'm very resistant to that kind of regiment. I like to be able to do things on my time, but in a reasonable amount of time. Within the day, if I have a chore that I need done, then I want to have it done within the day that I say I'm going to do it. But anytime that day is possible. I don't really want to stress myself. And so if I say I'm going to do this multiple days a week, then I'm going to do it multiple days a week, but not every single day and not on any specific regimented schedule. Because too much scheduling makes my brain feel like, I don't know, like I just don't want to do it. It turns my brain into a 2-year-old toddler, I guess. Just, no, I don't want to do the work. Sorry. So it is now 8:35. We're going to do a 20-minute sprint together for 20 minutes. let's start. Starting the clock now. And that's right. Let's go back to this fighting scene with magic that I just remembered. wanted to get those last couple of words in for that sentence before I forgot them. How did that go? I was able to write 265 words. Pretty good for 20 minutes. And the scene is getting there. It's okay. Fighting is happening. Fighting is happening. There's a sword. So at one point I had to look up the specific sword that I chose to use and like try to figure out its origins and see if that was in line with the fighter's origins. And well, it sort of is. I can make it in line. Josie, almost done with my mini character outlines. Good. And then you said you are going to plotting. So are you plotting the next book you're going to write, or are you plotting the next book after that? Because I know this is a big series, and sometimes I take a little bit longer to do my plotting, and sometimes I overlap depending on what I'm working on. So are you plotting something else unrelated to the Plague Wolf series? Let me know. This fight scene, there's a lot of details I have not considered beforehand. So I know I'm going to be stopping and researching and stopping and looking things up. And that's just my process. I wouldn't recommend it to people, but it is my process. And I'm not expecting it to change much because I don't really know what I'm going to need to research until I'm actually writing the scene. A lot of the times I'll have an outline of what I want to happen in the scene, but like the specific details of everything, I don't really figure that out until I'm there, until I'm seeing it play out in my head. And I am writing the words out, because even the way it plays out in my head isn't exactly how it's going to come out on paper. At least not until like a later draft when I can go back and see what's missing, and I can ask, beta readers and editors, mostly beta readers. They tend to be, I would go to I went to one editor. I hired one editor for this. And then I had 30 beta readers. So they were a huge help because I had so many different people pointing things out. And if a bunch of people are pointing out the same things, then that's where I know there's a big problem or there's something that I really, really need to change. So beta readers have been a lot of help, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of help with this next book because I use beta readers for most of the things that I publish. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of help for Scourge of Lilith to help me flesh out these scenes, because like I said, when I write, I tend to end up writing kind of the bare details, even though in my head I'm seeing it fully fleshed out and seeing it as this whole thing. I tend to write it out pretty thin. Still on book 1. I have to redo it because I lost a lot to book 1. What do you mean you lost it? That's sad. Did your computer fry or something? Aw. I know that feeling. Lost books are very, very sad. I lost Diva, what is now Diva. I had tried to write it when I was 17, and then my laptop was stolen, and that was the only copy I had. And so I lost it, and I couldn't, I'd written the first page, and I just couldn't recapture the feeling that I'd had when I wrote that page. And that scene isn't at all in Diva now. But the character that I had created for that story, she became Diva. So I guess it was a blessing in disguise, because the story that I had was kind of, it was kind of like American Psycho or American Psycho 2, like the movies. And I've changed a lot since starting that book. And I still like the movies, but it's not at all like those movies. My computer deleted chunks of ideas from second draft, so I have to redo the whole book because Google Docs didn't save it. What? How does that happen? I feel like you should be able to find that in your old files. I feel like nothing actually goes away, but also that sucks. That I'm super paranoid about that, so I have a copy of my book on Google. I have I update regularly as I'm writing. I have an update on Google Docs that I make sure is saved every day. I have, or every time I write, I have Scrivener, which makes backup files. I use Dropbox to also back up my files. I will use, what's it called? I have an external hard drive, and I have a copy of this folder on my regular computer memory drive, because I'm paranoid. I don't want to lose anything ever again. Like, that shit is scary. All this work, all this time, all these ideas that go out and then never really come back in the same form. I try to avoid as much as possible. So back up your work, guys. Wow, you might be able, if it was Google Docs, you might be able to write them and see if they have a previous copy. You also may be able to find like a previous versions on Google Docs if you haven't tried that yet. That sucks though, to lose so much of a book. I'm gonna back up my book right now. While we're talking about it, I'm going to at least add it to Google Drive, and I'm gonna save the backup through Scrivener, like right now, because that's scary. It's 9:01. Okay, so we'll start our next sprint on the 05, at the 05, and then we will probably be done. I generally have about 3 sprints in me before I'm tired and I just want to like take a nap or chill. Let's see. Yeah, I've been avoiding this since the last time I wrote, and that was 3 days ago. This fight scene, I've been avoiding it. Yes. That does mean I was able to write about 488 words today, and one more sprint, I will have reached my 600 word goal count, I do believe. One more sprint that goes well. Cool. I have this thing where if I upload something to Google Docs, or if I type something in and paste something in, I have to watch it save, and then I'll like backspace or press space or like make it save at least 3 times in my face so that I can see that it said all changes were saved in my drive. Because I'm also OCD and like I don't want to lose anything, you know. Save your work, man. So scary. All right, we're going to start in 3 minutes. I did not come up with a prompt, but I will write this moment. Your character is using a scimitar, and someone tells them that they're not allowed to use it because it's cultural appropriation. What do? Okay. Because that was the sword I ended up using. I was torn between that and a falchion, which is also a curved sword. But in my head, I just see a sword that looks exactly like the scimitar. So, and I feel like it kind of suits this person, this organization, because of where they are from. So the falchion, as much as I like it, would not have worked because it is a French sword and they are not French. We still have 2 minutes because time is very slow or non-existent, depending on how you're looking at it. My light died. I didn't even notice. Well, I did notice that my eyes stopped hurting, but it is the light that kills the eyes, or whatever that one philosopher guy said in my head. 1 minute, children, and then we will write. I will be back on Wednesday. What date is that? Wednesday, the 8th of April. And then I will also be here doing a write-in on Saturday, the 11th. And again, if you missed it earlier, Josie will be here with me for that. You'll be able to hear her voice, possibly even see her face on camera if she's feeling up to it. No pressure, no needed. My face is enough for everyone, probably. It's probably too much. I'm sorry. I can't help it. One last sprint. Yep, 20 minutes. We'll be doing one last sprint. Right now, it is the 05, and then I'll come back, chat for a couple more seconds, and then I will be ready to have dinner. All right, see you guys in 20. Let's write. Time. I just wanted to get those last couple of words in yet again. So how did that go for you all? For me, I was able to write 270 words, so 5 more than last time. That's cool. That's cool with me. For a total of 12,057 words, which, yes. I was so excited when this book made 10,000 words, and now it's at 12,000. So let's see who's here. Josie, I'm almost done. One last character to go. Yay. I'm going to hop off. Oh, you're gone. Yay. I'm going to hop off here, and I'm going to do some sprints on my Instagram to start plotting. I hope you can join on camera, maybe. I will probably not be joining on camera. This is the end of my write-in sprinting time for right now. I am probably going to need to have dinner and have probably some veggie dogs. And I'm going to chill a little bit, and then I'll probably be here to write a little later on my own, not on camera. And I'll be reading this later on camera after everybody's asleep. So everybody but me, obviously, and other night owls like me. So I probably won't be on Instagram, and you're not here to watch this. But good luck, have fun, good luck with your plotting. I wish you all the best. I can't wait to talk to you again soon. I will message you on Insta and let you know this anyway. And I will talk to you later, Josie, and I will see you on Saturday for our group hosting, our duo hosting. Thank you, everyone who came, who enjoyed this time, who was able to write or create or make something nice and fine and lovely. Thank you for your support, for your love. Happy Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. I will see you guys tonight for reading. And if you're only here for the writing, I will see you on Wednesday, April 8th. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy these write-ins. That lets me know that you care, that people are enjoying them. And it also lets me know, or lets YouTube know, that you care and that people are enjoying them. And that's good stuff. Not that I am that pressed about it, but it's nice to know. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a beautiful, amazing, wonderful night. And remember always that I love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Goodbye. Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Oh, bye. Bye-bye.